Welcome to today's briefing. My name's Aaron. On July 26th, 10 senators signed a letter to the Office of the Presidency calling for increased investment in submarine production facilities here in the United States. The AUKUS agreement calls for us to sell 3 submarines to Australia, and we're averaging building less than 2 submarines per year, where it's actually 1.2 per year right now. So very low numbers. So it'll take just over 2 years to recover those submarines that we're going to sell to Australia. I mean, that's like not building any submarines for ourselves for 2 years. Now, before any sale happens, our current force of 49 submarines is going to shrink to about 46 submarines by 2030. The reason for this is our decommissioning of submarines is happening faster than our commissioning of submarines. So by 2030, we're looking at 46 submarines, and then if we sell 3 as a minimum, it could be as many as 5, to Australia, that brings us down to 43 submarines in the 2030s. So, the U.S. Navy force structure has called for 66 attack submarines since 2016. That's 7 years, over 2 administrations, so this number is likely not to change very much. I have seen it as high as 72 attack submarines, but 66 is the absolute minimum to perform the responsibilities, the Pentagon perform their responsibilities, under the Commander-in-Chief's national strategy. Now, our submarine fleet has been in decline, and will bottom out in 2030, like I said, and that will be about 20 submarines short of our goal that we set all the way back in 2016. We'll be running at about 2/3 of what the Pentagon says it needs to execute the president's mission to defend the United States. 2/3. We only have 2/3 of the submarines we need in 2030 coming up. So if we begin building 2 submarines a year now, which is not happening, but if that magically did happen, it would still be 2048 before we could reach our current goal of 66 attack submarines. If we sell some to Australia as we intend, it's going to be in the 2050s before we reach that milestone. So I agree with the senators. Calling for increased spending in the shipyard infrastructure is necessary. This project will ensure that the submarine force can continue to defend the United States, and I'll be watching the administration's response to this request. And something to look for as well, and I'll be on top of this and bring it to you, is will this additional funding, should it be requested, go to public shipyards or private shipyards? A lot of these senators are in states that have both public and private shipyards, and I would not be surprised if some money goes to both. But what's really important is that we get these facilities upgraded and expanded, and maybe in some cases reopened as soon as possible. This is the beginning of a very long project that's going to bring our infrastructure back to where it needs to be just to maintain the fleet we have now. And if we're going to increase that submarine fleet to 66, we certainly need a lot more infrastructure. All right, thanks for watching. I'll keep you posted. The link to this letter to the president will be in this description for you, all right? Have a good one. Bye. Gene, did you read the comments? Yeah. Our audience says we're having way too much fun over here, so we got to cut that out. This is a Navy channel, and there's no fun in Navy channels. We're not allowed to have fun over here anymore, so no more of that. Stop laughing. No, we're not happy people. This is an unhappy channel with unhappy watchers. No more comedy. All right, maybe a little bit of comedy. We'll save the comedy for the break room.